Okay folks, welcome to this video tutorial made by White Rose Maths looking at fraction of an amount. So fraction of an amount, fraction of a number, fraction of a quantity. Okay, let's get into it. So this is the first part. Okay, so as to complete the bar models. So this whole 15, okay, and it's made again into 5 small square bars. So 15 divided by 5 makes 3. So each of these little square models, okay, or bar models represents 3. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 makes 15. 3 times 5 makes 15. Okay, part B, 60 divided by 4, so half it and then half it again. That's going to be 15. So 15, 15, 15, and then 15. Okay, 15 by 4. Okay, so 60 over 4 as a fraction, so 60 quarters. 60 divided by 4 makes 15. Okay, this next one, okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to do 80 divided by 10, or 80 tenths. Okay, knock off a 0, so each one here is going to represent 8. And then lastly, can you do this one, guys? Okay, pause it if you want to. Okay, so we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to have 63 divided by 7, 63 sevenths equal to 9. Okay, now if you ever see me write a fraction, guys, that fraction line just here means division. Okay, the same, it's the same as doing division. Okay, so if you see me write a fraction rather than division, it means the exact same thing. Okay, just to make it clear to you guys. Okay, next part. What fraction of each shape is shaded? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 7 tenths is shaded. So 7 over 10. 8, 7 tenths. This is called my numerator and this is called my denominator. Copy 1, 2, 3. So 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 out of 5 plus 3 makes 8. So 3/8 are shaded. Let's see, 3/4 are shaded. Okay, so 3 out of 4, 3/4. And then D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 out of where it's 4 by 3. 4 times 3 makes 12. So it's 5/12. 7 tenths, 3/8, 3/4, and 5/12. Okay, let's learn. Okay, 20 cookies are shared equally between 4 people. How many cookies does each person get? Well, I do 20 divided by 4, 20 quarters. Okay, remember here, but I can also write it as 20 quarters, 20 over 4, 20 divided by 4 is equal to 5. Okay, half it and then half it again. So each person gets 5 cookies. Okay, so you got 5 there. Yes, that is correct. Yes, so Ron is correct. Yes, because if you're sharing with 4 people, each person gets 1 over 4, gets a quarter of the amount. So he is correct. Next part, work out 1/5 of 35. So I do 35 divided by 5 and then times it by 1. Okay, so we divide the bottom and then times by the top. 35 divided by 5 makes 7, and 7 times 1 makes 7. Okay, so timesing by 1 can actually change my answer. Okay, so we divide by the denominator and then we multiply by the numerator. That's the key takeaway. Okay, and then here is bar model to obviously show it pictorially, how many equal parts will 35 here be divided into? Into 5 equal parts. Okay, 1/5. Next part, work out 1/9 of 126. So do 126 divided by 9. Okay, so let's do the stop method. Okay, so 9s into 1 I cannot do. 9s into 12 go once. The remainder 3. 9s into 36 go 4 times. So 1/9 of 126 pounds is 14 pounds. Okay, so to work out a ninth of something, we divide it into 9 equal pieces. Okay, 9 equal parts. So we divide it by 9, guys, because obviously 1/9 means that I'm taking a fraction of that amount. Okay, because multiplying by a ninth, okay, is the same as dividing by 9. Okay, dividing by an integer is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal, so multiplying it by 1/9, okay? So 14 represents 1 part, so 1/9, okay, on the bar model. Okay, next part, work out 1/8 of 56, so do 56 divided by 8 and then times it by 1, okay? Divided by 8 is going to be 7, okay, 7 times 1 is 7. So to find a fraction of an amount, we divide by the denominator and then we multiply by the numerator. Work out 1/6 of 72. Okay, so pause it now, guys. So you do play when you're ready. So answer for this, I'm going to do 72 divided by 6. Okay, so again, the trick is to obviously divide by 6. You can half it and then divide by 3. Divided by 3 and then obviously half it. So half of it will be 36. 36 divided by 3 is going to be 12. Or you might just want it to be 12. Next part, match a fraction of the amount with the correct answer. 1/12 of 96, that's going to be 8. So 96 divided by 12 makes 8. 1/10 of 130, that's going to be 13. So divide 130 by 10. 1/7 of 90, it's not as obvious. I'll come back to that one in a second. 1/3 of 45, that's going to be 15. And 1/5 of 80 makes 16, which means that 1/7 of 98 makes 14. Okay, divided by 7, divided by 3, divided by 5, and then divided by 10 for the second one, and then divided by 12 for the first one. Next part, what's the same, what's different? Well, the same that I've got a 3 on the bottom of my fraction and I've got 60 there, so that's the same. What's different? Well, one's got a 2 on the top and one's got a 1. Here I do 60 divided by 3 and I just times it by 1. Remember, timesing by 1 doesn't actually change my answer. My answer remains unchanged, okay? So that's going to be 20 times 1, which is going to be 20. This one is a bit more trickier here. So if 1/3 is 20, then 2/3 is going to be 2 lots of a third. So 2 lots of 20 is going to be equal to 40. So remember, we divide by the bottom and then we times by the top. Again, here is a bombardier to obviously show it. Work out 3/5 of 60. So again, we divide by 5. So 60 divided by 5 is 12. 12 times 3 is 36. Okay, so well done if you got that. So each rectangular bar represents 12. Next part, work out 4/7 of 112. So we do 112 divided by 7 and then times it by 4. So divide it by 7. So 7s into 1 I cannot do. 7s into 11 go once, the remainder of 4 sevens into 42 goes 6 times. I'm going to do 16 times 4, and I get 64 grams or 64 g. Okay, so we divide by the bottom and times it by the top. Okay, so we divide by 7 because, yeah, we're splitting it into sevenths, 7 equal parts, okay, because that's our denominator. And then, yeah, so 16 represents 1 part, and then we multiply by 4 because there are 4 sevens, 4 lots of 1/7, and I get 4 sevens, okay, so 4 lots of 16, okay, next part, so I do, so work out 5 6 of 90, so 90 divided by 6 is going to be 15, 15 times 5 is 75, okay, for that, okay, so 90 over 6 makes 15, 15 times 5 is 75, next part, work out 7/10 of 120, we do 120 divided by 10, which is 12, 12 times 7 is 84. Next part, Mia and Dora are working out 11/15 of 330 milliliters. Okay, so Mia has done 330 divided by 11 times by 15. Okay, and Dora has done 330 over 15. Okay, divided by 15 times by 11. Okay, who do you agree with? Well, Dora is actually correct here, and Amir is actually incorrect. Okay, remember, we divide by the denominator, and then we multiply by the numerator. Okay, so we do 330 divided by 15, okay, get an answer, and times it by 11 and get a final answer, okay? So 330 divided by 15, 15's into 3 I cannot do, 15's into 33 go twice, remainder of 3, and then 15 to 30 go twice, and I'm going to do 22 times 11, and that's a bit more trickier, okay? Well, 22 times 10 is 220, and 20, yeah, it's going to be 242, but yeah, but Dora is correct, okay? Divide by the denominator, and then we multiply by the numerator. Okay, next part, okay, so sort the cards into pairs with equal values. Half of 30 is going to be 15. Okay, so 30 divided by 2 is going to be 15. 2/3 of 60. 60 divided by 3 is 20. Times it by 2 is going to be 40. Okay, next part. 160 divided by 8 is going to be 20. Times it by 3 is going to be 60. A quarter of 60 is going to be 15. Okay, so the first and last one here are going to be equal. 6/7 of 210. 210 divided by 7 is going to be 30 times 6 makes 180. Next one, 80 divided by 4 is going to be 20, times it by 3 is going to be 60. So these two are going to be the same. 1/3 of 120 is going to be 40. So these two are also the same. And then I'm guessing this one yeah, are going to be the same. So 630 divided by 7 is going to be 90, times it by 2 is going to be 180. So these two are also the same. Okay, sorry that I went through here quickly, but again, obviously, check out your mental maths here if you're unsure. So we divide by the bottom and then times it by the top. Okay. You can as well times it by the top, you divide by the bottom, yeah, that also works. That just makes it a bit more trickier because yeah, it's a bigger number. But yeah, it's easier yeah, to obviously divide by the bottom first and then times by the top. Jar contains 24 sweets. Annie eats 5/8 of the sweets. How many sweets does Annie have left? So she has 3/8 of yeah, sweets left. So 3/8 of 24. So 24 divided by 8 is going to be 3. And then 3 times 3 is 9. So Annie has 9 sweets left. Okay, well done if you got that. Next part, okay, a book contains 222 pages. On Monday, Eva reads one third of the book. On Tuesday, she reads 3/4 of the remaining pages of the book. How many pages does she have left to read? Well, let's do 1/3, okay, of 222. Okay, first, so 220, yeah, divided by 3. 3's into 2 don't go. 3's into 22 go 7 times the remainder of 1. 3's into 12, yeah, go 4 times. Okay, so she reads 74 pages on Monday. Okay, on Tuesday, okay, I'm gonna do 222 subtract 74 because that will tell me how many pages she has left in her book. So 2 minus 4, I can't take a borrow. That becomes a 1, that becomes a 12. 12 take 4 makes 8. 1 take 7, I can't do, so take a borrow. That becomes 1, that becomes 11. 11 minus 7 makes 4. 1 take nothing is going to be 1. I'm now going to work out 3/4 of 148. Yeah, so it's a bit more trickier. So half it and then half it again. That's going to be 74. Yeah, half of that, yeah, is going to be 37. 37 times 3, yeah, a bit more trickier. Okay, so times it by 3. 3 by 7 makes 21, so 1 carry the 2. 3 by 3 makes 9, plus 2, yeah, makes 11. So yeah, that's 111. So if we do 148, subtract 111, we're going to get 37 pages left to read. Okay. Okay, next part. Okay, so 4/9 of 720, which is the correct answer. The A, B, C, or D. 720 divided by 9 is going to be 80. 80 times 4 makes 320. So that answer is option C. So 320. Next part, 5/9 yeah, of 8.19. So that's going to be 8.19 yeah, divided by 9. If it's 81.9, okay, for a second, okay, that will be 9.1, okay. So yeah, that's going to be hopefully 0.91, and then 0.91 times it by 5. I'm guessing it's going to be option B, okay, because that sounds about right. Because that's slightly more, yeah, than half of that. Okay, yes, well done. Next part, 2/3 of 42x. 42x divided by 3 makes 14x. 14x times 2 is 28x. Okay, so well done, yeah, well done. If you got that, that was a bit more challenging. Okay. Next part, okay, so yeah, so these are now the definitions, okay. So yeah, write these yeah in your notebooks, yeah, or your exercise books. Okay, next part, yeah. Okay. So this part, yeah, I've actually done now. So 1/8 of 56. So 56 divided by makes 7, sorry. And then this one, 56 divided by 90, divided by 6 times it by 5, you're going to get 75. And then this one, 12 times 7 makes 84. Okay, that concludes today's video on fraction of amounts. Okay, remember to find a fraction of a quantity. So let's say I've got A over B of C. Okay, do C divided by B and times it by A, where A, B, and C are whole numbers here, i.e. integers. We divide by the bottom and then we times by the top. Okay, that's how we work out a fraction of an amount, a fraction of a quantity. We divide by the denominator and then we multiply by the numerator. Okay, thank you very much.